Good morning. I'm going to connect to the mic right now. Good to see you guys. Playlist for this morning's class is Saturday Vibes CV 22. Good morning, Adriana. Miss you. Yes, no, I have you. I have the microphone in, so don't worry. I can't even hear you. Let me mute all of you guys. So yes, if you're following, good morning, Philippe. Good morning, Michelle. So yes, if you're following the Vibes playlist, it's Saturday Vibes CV 22. As soon as I make my opening announcements, I'll remind you to when to press play, okay? And you can hear me, yes? Perfect. Thank you. Morning. How are you? Good. Did you see I got the cafetera covered? The what? In the chat? The cafetera? Oh, yeah. Done and done. On it. Good morning. All right, we're going to go ahead and begin. Everyone on Zoom, just in case, if you just joined, one more time, the playlist is Saturday Vibes CV 22. I will tell you when to press play. Thank you for joining me this morning, and we will begin now. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in this. I just found out yesterday that we had a tropical storm. I'm like sitting here at night in teacher training, and my fiance sends me a text, and he's like, be careful with weather tonight. There's a tropical storm. And I'm like, since when? I'm like, I did not get that memo. So thank you so much for being here and driving through the tropical storm to be at yoga this morning. Super to have you all. My name is Lizzy, and I will be your instructor. Is this anybody's first time here? Kind of? Amazing. What's your name? Maria. Happy to have you, Maria. And when you came here, is it your first time to yoga ever, or have you done yoga before? First time ever. Amazing. Brave soul. Welcome to the rest of your life. Good job. All right, so we will go ahead and remember, I'm sure on your first class, they already told you, go at your own pace. You don't have to do a single thing I say. You can do everything I say, whatever works for you. Sound good? All right, and that goes for everyone on Zoom. Also, honor your body always, and we will go ahead and begin in our child's pose. Hey, friend, good morning. I know, I love it. Take up lots of space on your mat. And start to tap into your breathing, creating a lot of space in your body. And then see if you can let go any thoughts in your mind. To create space there. And if you feel like you need to spread your hands further away from each other, your knees further away from each other, to create more space in your body, be there as well. And maybe even begin to venture to bring some volume to your breath so that you start to fill the space around you. And my invitation for you today is to take up space. Take up space with your movements, take up space with your breath, and take 5 more Ujjayi breaths here. 4 more breaths. Take 3 more breaths. I need you to go into an actual spot. Oh, this is not one? No, all the way back here. Is this one? Yep, all the way back here. There you go. There you go, baby. Take 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. And if you're following on Zoom, you can go ahead and press play. And everyone slowly start to rise up onto your hands and knees. And take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale as you drop your belly, peel your heart open and gaze up. Exhale as you tuck and round, hollow out, pressing the earth away from you. Inhale, snake your head through and peel open. Exhale, tuck and round, hollow out. 1 more time like this. Inhale, arch your back, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, tuck and round, hollow out, look at your belly button, create space between your shoulders. Flatten out your spine. Turn your fingers back to point towards your knees so your forearms are pointing forward. And take 3 more cat-cows from here. Inhale, drop your belly and look up. Exhale, tuck and round, hollow out. Inhale, drop your belly, peel open, gaze up. Exhale, tuck and round, hollow out. 1 more time. Inhale, snake through the most. Tuck and round the most. Flatten out your spine. Turn your hands back to normal. Send your feet back and come into your first high plank. And breathe here in your high plank. Starting to create space in your body by dropping any heaviness that you may have come in here with this morning. Create space in your mind by dropping any thoughts that don't serve your purpose of actually showing up on your mat. Take another full breath in. Shift your body weight as far forward as you can. And then just shift back, but stay in your high plank. Shift your weight forward again. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders the whole time. And then shift back. 3 more times. Shift as far forward. See if you can start to challenge your wrist. And then send it back. 2 more. And shift forward. Shift back. 1 more time. Shift forward and hold from there. 5 counts to your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands underneath your forehead and keep your legs long back behind you. Keep your hands attached to your forehead and lift up into a back extension, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders, and only lift up your right leg off of the ground and keep your left foot pressing into your mat. Hands are attached to your forehead. Lift your upper body up. Stay here for 3 more. Stay here for 2 more. Take 1 more full breath in. Lower all the way down. Rise up again, this time only lifting your left leg up. Pressing firmly into the top of your right foot. Upper body lifts up. Left leg lifts up. See if you can squeeze into your butt cheeks and lift up a little bit higher. And then release all the way down. Keep your hands where they are. Now lift everything up. Upper body, both legs. And see if you can squeeze your legs in towards each other. Maybe even getting your ankles or your feet or just maybe your big toes to touch. Lift up another inch higher from there. Take 1 more full breath in. Lower all the way down. Slide your hands by your rib cage. Curl your toes under. Firm up your thighs. Press up, high plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Take the next 3 to 5 breaths or so to take whatever you want or you feel like you need. If you feel like something, again, is still a little locked up or resistant, see if you can create space by moving around, breathing through it, and letting it go. Take a couple more breaths. Take 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your toes together to touch. Lift your right leg straight back up behind you into the air. Bring your knee all the way forward in between your elbows and hinge to a high plank. Puff up your upper back. Take your shoulders in front of your wrist. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your head. And as you press your hips forward, press the back of your head into your hands as you let your heart shine up towards the ceiling. Creating space now across your chest, across your shoulders. Take another breath in. Breath out, hands to your mat, step back, downward facing dog. Single breath in. Single breath out. Toes together to touch. Lift your left leg up high into the air. Bring your knee all the way forward in between your elbows, hinge to your high plank, and pull your knee up a little closer to start to fire up your core. Step your left foot forward, low lunge, right knee down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Peel your chest open again and melt your hips forward, now opening up the entire front side of your body. Full breath in, go back a little bit further, breath out. Hands to your mat, high plank. Shift all the way forward from there, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Walk your feet forward to your hands and hang in a ragdoll at the top of your mat. Grab opposite elbows with your hands. Keep your feet separated, hip distance apart, and a soft bend to your knees. And again, if there's heaviness, resistance, tightness, see if you can loosen it up by shaking your head out, allowing your upper body to sway from side to side. Little by little, allowing it to release, creating space within you and around you. Release your hands down to the ground, walk your feet together to touch, and slowly begin to roll all the way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, sweep your arms up, grow 2 inches taller, breath in. Exhale, hands pass through heart center, forward fold over both of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, step or float back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and out. 2 more breaths, fill up. Exhale, empty. Take 1 more big breath in. Let it go completely. Look forward, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Chaturanga Dandasana, send it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Breathe in and out. 1 more, fill up. Exhale, empty. Travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, vinyasa flow, send it back. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 powerful breath in. 1 powerful breath out. Float forward. Halfway lift. Fold tight. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Low plank, shoot it back. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hips high. Breath in. Breath out. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach it up. Take it back down. Lengthen forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward face. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Float to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Mountain pose. Fold tight. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Skip the breath. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach it up. Take it back down. Lengthen forward. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise tall. Fold low. Flat back. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Look forward. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise high. Release down. Lengthen forward. Vinyasa you go. Inhale, upward face. Downward face. Look forward, go forward. 2 more rounds. Fold tight. Reach it up. Release down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga you go. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, travel forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise the tallest. Fold the tightest. Inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause. Recover your breath. Continue to let go. Whatever you feel may be weighing you down so that you can continue to create space within and around you. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Look forward to your hands. Step or hop there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. And then take the course of the next 3 to 5 breaths to find your deepest chair while still keeping a sense of space in your body. So getting rid of unnecessarily constricting muscles that don't need to be working here, like the muscles of your face, your personality muscles, your neck, your shoulders. I only say because I know, I do it too. And then sit a little bit deeper. See if you can even soften your glutes so that you can actually surrender into your seat powerfully. And now interlace your hands behind your head. And while staying low in your seat, start to press the back of your head into your hands, opening up your chest. And you'll feel a little bit of resistance, maybe some tightness, and see if you can soften with your breath for another 3. Stay for another 2. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, Chaturanga Dandasana, send it back. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hips high, right side, warrior 1, rise up, big breath in, pause. Take these few moments to now set up your pose, starting from the ground up. Maybe you need a longer stance, a wider stance. Maybe there's more depth available to you in your front leg. Maybe there's some fire needed in your back leg. Space in between each and every one of your fingers. Look up in between your hands. Peel your heart open, breath in, hands to your mat, high to low, breath out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior 1, rise. Press down firmly through both of your feet and let that energy now travel up to the rest of your body. Catch your mind and where your attention goes and bring it back to the focus of your breath. Sit a little bit deeper, look up, go back. Hands to your mat, high to low you flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, breathe in and out. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, fill up. Exhale, empty it out. Hop to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, Utkatasana chair pose, breath in, forward fold, breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, Chaturanga, shoot it back. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hips high, right side, warrior 1, rise up, spread your fingers wide, hands to your mat, high to low you flow. Inhale to peel open. Exhale to press back, left side, warrior 1, rise. Take it right back down, flow you go. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward face, pause. 2 breaths to recover. Breath in and out. Fill up, empty, hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold, Utkatasana, inhale, Uttanasana, exhale. Lengthen forward, inhale, Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward face. Right side, warrior 1, rise up with your breath. Empty and flow down with your breath. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, press back. Left side, warrior 1, foundation as you rise. Hands to your mat, flow with ease and without restriction. Pause in your downward facing dog for 1 powerful breath in. Release it all the way out. Hop to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, inhale, forward fold, exhale, lengthen forward, inhale, Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog, right side, Virabhadrasana 1 as you rise, empty as you go to Chaturanga. Inhale to then peel open, exhale, press back, left side, warrior 1, finish all the way up, hands to your mat, flow you go. Inhale, upward face, exhale, downward face, pause, take a powerful breath in, empty it all the way out, float to your hands, halfway lift, fold, chair pose, hold. Breathe. Inhale your hands to heart center, twist to the right, exhale. Notice if you kind of crept up out of your seat, stay low in the foundation of your legs, and then now your upper body creates space by separating your belly from your thigh, spreading your arms apart, opening up your chest. Stay here, further twisting and rinsing out, or fly on your hands into side crow for 3, for 2, good, Anna Maria, and 1. Utkatasana chair pose, breath in, stay low. Soften. Inhale your hands to heart center, exhale, twist to the left, rinse. Right hip now pulls back, both hips drop down. As you spread your wings, continue to lengthen the crown of your head forward and twist by squeezing your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Stay or fly on your hands, still breathing with ease, inhaling, exhaling. 2 more. 1 more, full breath in, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, chaturanga, send it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Rise up with a breath in. Hands to your mat, flow you go. Inhale, open. Exhale, press back. Left side, warrior 1, rise. Take it right back down, Vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward face, downward face. Keep going from right to left. 3 more times each side with a Vinyasa in between. Feel free to adjust as you need according to what space you feel like you need to create within your body, within your practice this morning, even within your mind. Wherever your journey is at today, honor that. And once you're complete with your 3 rounds, come into whatever pose you choose. Be willing to take up space. And even be willing to give yourself space by not feeling like you have to jump into something right away, and taking a moment to pause and letting the work kind of sink in and settle into your body, and then move forward with whatever you want to come into. Five more. Four more. Three. 2. Take one more full breath in. Full breath out. Everyone meet in a downward facing dog. Take a big breath in your downward facing dog. Take a big breath out. Bring your toes together to touch and lift your right leg up high into the air. Bring your knee all the way forward in between your elbows and pause. Take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, pull your knee up a little tighter and take your shoulders 1 inch further forward. I actually want you to work to where you're almost to that point of complete discomfort and like I can't go further forward anymore. Get to that point. 1 more full breath in. From there, kick back, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, peel your hip open, flip out. And then as you flip out and you're pressing through your feet, press down, especially down through your heels. And I want you to feel like you're engaging your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, and your butt. And lift your hips up even higher. Stay here for 1 more full breath in. Unflip, crescent lunge, right side. Step your right foot all the way forward. Back heel lifts up high. Both arms reach up. Go deeper into your front knee. Interlace your hands behind your head. Stay deep in your front knee, like drive your front knee forward as you now take your upper body up and back. And even here, go towards a little bit where there's discomfort, where you start to question, Can I go even further? And then choose your breath in that moment and create that there's more space for you to tap into. One more breath in, go back the furthest breath out. Inhale your hands to heart center, twist over to the right, exhale. Separate your belly from your thigh and roll your top shoulder back onto your spine so that your shoulders stack on top of each other as much as possible. Spread your arms apart here. Stay or take a half or full bind for 3 more. For 2 more. Take 1 more full breath in, twist the most breath out, rise up through center, crescent lunge, inhale. Sink a little bit deeper into your front knee, and now with 0 power at all, but from all the energy of the back of your right thigh, launch yourself forward into Dakasana airplane. And now transition the energy and the work to the back of your left thigh and lift up powerfully through your left heel, all the way up into the air as high as you can until you start to feel your left glute fire up. Bring your hands to heart center and pause. Slowly, as you continue to drive your left heel up into the air, dive forward into your standing split. And if you fell quickly to the ground, be willing to come back up and try to again to descend slowly and with control. Resist the urge to let go and give yourself space to actually go through the journey and to be in the work. And if you want to move forward into your standing, into any other bind or your handstand practice, by all means go there. You have another 5, another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold at the top of your mat and take a gorilla pose. Slide the palms of your hands underneath your feet. Release your head, release your neck. Reconnect with your breath. Give yourself this moment to check in and to absorb everything that has occurred thus far. 1 more full breath in, full breath out. Release your feet, bring your toes together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Utkatasana chair pose. Navasana boat pose. And now reach long through your heels as if you were actually pressing your feet up against these front windows. If it makes you feel better about being in boat pose, you can even imagine you're pressing your feet up into my face. And then choose your breath. And then create space in between your vertebrae by lengthening up so tall through the crown of your head that it's almost like you're separating yourself from the rest of your body. Stay here for another full breath in. Lower down, low boat, and hold space in between your toes and between your fingers. Hold here. Look at your toes. Take a full breath in. Exhale, float your right leg up into the air. And then lower it back down to meet your left. Exhale, float your left leg up into the air. Lower it down to meet your right. Exhale, float both legs up into the air. Lower down, take a full breath in. Rise back up, high boat. Hold. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Feel your ribs meet together in the middle of your body. Stay here, breathing. Another full breath in. Lower down, low boat. Hold. Left leg lifts up into the air and lower it down. Nice and controlled. Right leg slowly lifts up and lower your leg down. Lift both legs up. Lower your leg down. Rise back up, high boat. Last one. Hold at the top. Grow your tallest. Spread your fingers and your toes the widest. Lengthen out your inhales and your exhales as much as possible. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat and flow through Vinyasa, meeting in a downward facing dog. Take a full breath in your downward facing dog. Nice, Amy. Full breath out. Toes together to touch. Lift your left leg up high into the air. Feel the back of your leg engage. Bring your knee all the way forward in between your elbows. High plank. This is your left leg, just to be clear. I see some of you with your right, which it's okay. It may seem on a Saturday that that's the right leg. Bring your knee all the way forward, Nick, in front of your shoulders. Come in front of your wrist with your shoulders. Stay there. Challenge yourself. Go to that little point of discomfort, knowing that change is occurring. Kick back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, peel your hip open, stay or flip out. As you flip out, focus on grounding through your heel, firing up the backs of your legs to lift up even higher. One more full breath in, unflip, left foot forward, crescent lunge. Big step forward, back heel stays lifted and pointing up to the ceiling. Give yourself a moment to arrive, to settle, find your full expression, and then from there, interlace your hands behind your head. Send your left knee forward as you take your heart and your eyes up and back. Press your head into your hands. Feel that opening across your shoulders, getting rid of all that tension, that stress. One more breath in, go back further, breath out. Inhale your hands to heart center. Exhale, twist to the left and rinse. And breathe here. Spread your arms apart. Pull your belly in and up off of your thighs. You have another 3. Another 2. And 1. Rise up, crescent lunge. Go deep again into your legs so that you can feel that fire, that muscle engagement. Now from the power of the back of your front leg, shift forward into Dikasana airplane. And now shift your focus to the power behind your right leg and lift your heel up so that you start to feel the fire all along the back side of your right leg. Inhale your hands to heart center. Take your time, breath by breath. Drive your right heel up into the air as you begin to fold into your standing split. And then wherever you want to take it there, still being mindful where you can create space, being mindful what you're engaging and what you're not. 3 more. 2 more. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Separate your feet hip distance. And now take reverse gorilla pose. So your palms will stay down towards the mat, but your fingers will point back to your heels. So you're actually going to step onto the tops of your feet instead of on the palms of your hands. Sorry, the tops of your hands instead of the palms of your hands. And then drop your head and know that you can bend your knees if you need to support yourself into getting access into doing that as much as necessary. You're good, Eric. That's a good start. Stay there. Be there. Just keep turning your forearms forward as much as possible. Yes. And then drop your head. Everyone take 2 more breaths. Take 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Release your feet. Crow or Malasana deep prayer squat. You have 5 more. 4 more. Eric, that's good. Just pull your shoulders back. Yes. 3 more. Everyone grow taller. 2 more. Press your legs open if you're in Malasana. Even further, 1 more full breath in. Vinyasa flow. Send it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Bring your right peace fingers around your right big toe and bring your left hand to your hip. Pull your belly in, soft bend to your left knee. Rise all the way up to stand with your right leg. And stay with your toe even if you're bending your knee like a lot. And consider that even though there may seem like a constriction in the back of your leg and your hamstring, consider that working with where you're at is already creating space in your muscles. Slowly open your leg out to the side. Pause. Bring your left hand behind your head. Root down through the four corners of both of your feet, even your leg that's in the air. Action there. Press your hips forward and start to peel open into a back bend, pressing your head into your hands. Heart shining up towards the ceiling. For 3 more. For 2 more. For 1 more. Rise back through center. Bring your leg through center. Switch your grip. Left hand to the outside of your right foot or to your knee, whatever you transition to. Again, be willing to stay with your leg. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight for you to take the straight leg variation. Grow taller through the crown of your head as you twist and rinse. Look past behind you. For 2 more. Stay here for 1 more full breath in. Rise back through center. Extend your right leg forward. Reach your arms up and listen carefully. Take a big breath in. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Start to come into dancer on the left, but don't reach for your foot yet. I want you to use your hamstrings and your left glute to lift your back leg up as high as you possibly can. And when you know you absolutely can't go anymore, reach back with your left hand, grab the inside of your foot and kick up. And then be with that. Instead of wondering what we can move on to next and how quickly we can get out, give yourself space to actually be in this experience. Another full breath in. Another full breath out. Both feet to the ground. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, send it back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Left peace fingers around your left big toe. Right hand to your hip. Engage your core. Soften your right knee. Take a full breath in. Slowly rise all the way up with your left leg. Give yourself the space to meet yourself with where you're at instead of already saying, I'm not there yet, or I shouldn't take this variation, and just be there. Open your leg out to the side and pause. Continue to grow tall. Bring your right hand behind your head. Anchor through your feet. Press your hips forward to counterbalance you going back as your heart shines up to the ceiling. Eyes go up to meet your heart. For 3, for 2, and 1. Come back through center. Bring your leg through center and switch your grip. First, get as tall as you can. Then work on the twist. And then shift your eye gaze to meet where you're trying to rinse out towards. Take 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Come back through center. Both arms reach up high. Kick your left leg in front. Lift it up as high as you can. Take a full breath in. Step forward with your left leg. Start to go into dancer without your hands. So flex your back foot like you're doing a hamstring curl. Curl your heel into your butt. Now lift your heel like you're trying to kick it up into the air. Go as high as you can, and then reach back, grab, and continue to kick and pull. Keep going, kick a little bit harder, lift a little higher. You got it, Maria, stay with it. Take 1 more full breath in and release both feet to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold over both of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, send it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Step your right foot forward, warrior two, peel open. Create space between your shoulders and your ears. Even create space in your jaw. Go a little deeper, press your front knee open, creating space now in your hips. Stay in that depthness, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach back. Extended side angle, right hand to the inside of your right foot, reach your left arm overhead, palm faces down. Peel your chest open as you gaze underneath your left arm. Stay here. If you want to come into a bind, you can. You can also play by bringing your left hand behind your head. Press your head into your hand and peel open. This is like my favorite variation. Just as something to try on. 2 more. Take 1 more full breath in. Trikonasana triangle pose. Straighten out your front leg. Right hand travels to the outside of your right shin. Left arm reaches up high. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Peel open a little bit deeper. 1 more full breath in. Rise back up, warrior two. Pass through center as you turn to face the left side of your mat. Both hands come overhead, palms meet. And then warrior two to the back of your mat, bending deep into your left knee. Stacking your left knee now right over your left ankle and energetically pressing your left knee open. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach back. Extended side angle, left hand to the inside of your left foot, right arm reaches overhead. Look underneath your right arm, peel open, stay or move forward into whatever you want. Right hand behind your head, binding, whatever you choose. Continue to see how much more you can open up your chest. How much more you can let go and drop so you feel lighter and feel like you have more space. 1 more inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. Spread your arms apart so much, get so light on your bottom hand that you almost feel your top hand reaching all the way up to the sky or the ceiling. Take your eyes up to meet your top hand, maybe following your eyes back to open up further. 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Rise back up, warrior two. Transition back through center, palms meet overhead. Warrior two facing the front of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down to your mat, high plank hold. Shift your weight all the way forward. Hold as far forward as you can. Get to that little point of discomfort. 5 counts to your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlace your hands behind your back and lift up into locust pose. And for today, see how much you can get your legs to squeeze together and how high you can lift your legs up into the air. Go ahead and come into it. So much so I want you to see if you can get, like start with your big toes and then eventually maybe you can get like your whole foot to meet. And then also from the energy of the back of your legs, see if you can lift up so much that you start to feel your thighs lift up off of your mat. And stay there for 3 more. Lift a little higher, 2 more. Maybe even a little higher, 1 more. And lower all the way down. Turn one cheek down to your mat and relax your hands by your side. Bring your arms out into a goalpost on the floor. So palms are down. Your elbows and arms are at a 90-degree bend. And now bend your knees. Keep your heels separated though. Just flex your feet and have a lot of action here. And now lift up your upper body only. So lift up your chest and lift up your arms. Good, squeeze your shoulders in towards each other. See if you can lift up another inch higher. Now stay there. Now lift your legs up in the air to meet your upper body. Again, fire up your hamstrings, squeeze your glutes. See if you can lift your thighs up another inch higher. Stay here for one more full breath in. Reach back, grab the outsides of your ankles and kick up into a floor bow. And then kick, 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 keep kicking. Rock onto your thighs, go even deeper, even deeper. Use your exhale, the power of the exhale. You can do it, Eric. Kick back just a little bit more. Take one more full breath in and lower all the way down. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Excellent work, everyone. Release your legs back behind you. Press back into a child's pose and pause. And then sit up from your child's pose. And this week I've been going, for this past month so far, I've been going over peacock pose. So I'm gonna go over a couple ways that you come into it. Peacock pose is essentially you're like coming up onto your hands, but your body's in one line. To start, we're gonna do it with the legs bent so that we have shorter levers to work with instead of like our long levers of our legs, which end up weighing a lot because our butt and our pelvis weigh a lot. So what you want to do is you want to start with your fingers pointing back towards your body, and that's peacock pose. And if this doesn't work for you and it feels uncomfortable, you can start to work up into peacock by trying on swan, which is basically the same thing, except your hands will face forward. So if this is like, no thank you, you can start with hands forward. From here, this is where getting to that uncomfortable spot of being able to shift your weight forward matters a lot. Ladies, you're gonna have to get boobies out of the way. Even if they're small, they're still gonna have to get out of the way. Shift your chest forward as much as you can, and then bend your elbows to a 90 degrees so that your elbows are underneath your belly. Now you're gonna tighten up your core and press your stomach back into your arms. I have a cat-like back, so I'm separating my shoulder blades. Next, my knees slide back. Now from my glutes, from my hamstrings, I lift my feet up into the air. And then if you can keep that engagement, you'll slowly start to extend your legs back behind you into peacock. And that is even the longest I've held it. So it's working, it's working. By the end of September, we're all gonna have peacock. All right, try on your peacock or your swan if that's where you'd like to start today. Don't be super attached to your pinkies having to touch if your hands are back. That's what you're aiming for, but if that doesn't work today and you need to have some separation, that's fine too. And again, women, anyone, boobs out of the way first. You literally want to send your chest forward. Eye gaze matters a lot. Look ahead, not down. Ahead. Now bend your elbows and nestle them underneath your core. Now tighten up your core and press your abs back into your arms. Cat-like back, slide your knees back. Now squeeze your butt cheeks, engage your hamstrings, and lift your legs up into the air and start from there. And maybe today the work is just getting comfortable with your hands facing back and bending your elbows to a 90-degree bend and staying there, yeah? Maybe even get comfortable with your stomach pressing back into your arms. So Maria, I absolutely love that you're taking this on in your second yoga class ever. This is amazing. This is super high-level stuff. And it's also fun. Like, just have fun with it. And if you fall on your face, know that your mat's right there. It's not too far away. Take another 3 breaths. Anna Maria, you're super close. What's missing is once you get into that position, slide your knees back so then you can lift your legs. So once your upper body's in position, you got to move your knees back and kind of widen them out so you can start to engage your glutes. Think of your legs like in a butterfly position. You're doing great. Yes, Amy. 3 more. Avoid chin stand though. It's very tempting to get into chin stand from here. 2 more. You got it, Liz. Go for it. Last one. If you want to keep playing, you can ignore me or come into a child's pose. Bring your knees together, hands by your side with your palms facing up so that your shoulders can relax and take a break. Good, Sylvia, go. So, Sylvia, once you're perfect with the upper body, once you get into that position, from here, slide your knees back and then lift. Slide them back first, so don't lift yet. Just move them out of the way. Move them back away from you. And now from there, keep your feet together, engage your core and lift. You have a powerful booty. Stay for 2 more breaths, my friends. Stay for 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Right leg forward, half pigeon. Make sure your right knee is pointing to the right side of your mat. Your left leg is back behind you and not venturing off to the left side. So Maria, move your right knee a lot to point to the right side of your mat. There you go, good job. Now you can use your left toes to crawl your left leg back further. So slide your left leg back a little further. Not your right, not the one in front, the one in back. There you go. And now lower down to your forearms. Good, stay right in the middle of both of your hips and breathe. So, you know, I started to pick a pose over recently, like pick something to like focus on for like an entire month. Because in relation to like my life, like constantly just like bulldozing from one thing to the next, packing my schedule, being super busy, being super anxious about what's next, where to go next, what to do next. I realized I wasn't giving myself like enough space to like really let things sink in, to really experience things. And then we expect to accomplish so much and to get so far without actually letting things like resonate within like our body, our bones. And there's so much value in creating space and giving ourselves space to actually live this life and actually be living in it instead of just bulldozing all over it and hurrying through it, expecting like magic to happen in the blink of an eye in just one class, getting a pose. You have another 5 breaths here. If there's another variation you want to come into, you can come into it now. Take 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. Transition to the other side. However you want to get there. If you want the counter stretch, take it. If you don't need it, just go ahead and switch legs. Again, make sure you're not camping out on your left butt cheek, but instead sitting right in the middle so that you get to the meat of the pose. And then start to evaluate and consider for yourself where there's an opportunity for more space. Maybe even space to process everything from this year. Like just notice if you've been doing stuff to avoid processing. Maybe there's some room in your practice for space, and stop putting this like pressure or setting these expectations that you need to be this like superb yogi and that you need to get everything in one shot right away. Just what is it for you? Where is there room for space? Because it's within those areas of space where we gain the most clarity. Five more breaths, or take another variation if you need it. Slowly come to your seat with both of your legs in front. If you need the counter stretch first, just make a pit stop there and then meet us on your seat with both of your legs forward. Reach both of your arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, dive forward over both of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold to your deepest point possible. Rise all the way up to sitting tall, arms out in front of you at shoulder level. Take a big breath in. Tuck your tailbone under, slowly lower all the way down. Take the next 30 seconds to close out your practice however you would like. And if you're ready to come into Shavasana, take up as much space as possible and create freedom in your body and in your life. Mm-hmm. And then, so you start here, Patrick, in line with your knees. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then chest forward, bend. Mm-hmm. Look forward, not down, look forward. Slide your knees back. Right here, Patrick, look. So Patrick, from here, go here first, and then and come into Shavasana if you haven't already. I got my one good peacock, that's it. Let out a final sigh if you need to again release anything else constricting the easy flow of energy in your body. Slowly start to bring breath and life back into your body. Reach your arms overhead. Bring your legs together to touch. Full body stretch. Let your ribs flare out. Separate them from away from each other. Hug your knees into your chest and roll over to whichever side feels most authentic this morning. Rise up to your seat facing the front of the room and bring your hands to heart center. Considering from here that the more space you can create in your life, the more freedom and clarity you will experience. We'll seal this practice with one shared Om. Take a deep breath in. Breath in, side out. Thumb knuckles to your third eye. From my heart to each and every one of yours. Together we bow and share the word. Namaste. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me this morning. Pleasure to have you. Stay dry and safe today, especially if you're driving around on these wet roads. Thank you so much. My Zoom